Hello, this is Dr. Barrett. Oh my gosh, it's dark in here. There I am. Another one of your 20 and 30 videos, and I want to share one more thing with you. We just finished up a couple other in my kitchen ones. This one, I forgot to talk about this one. We're going to talk about this guy right here. We own one of those things. I can't tell you the last time I have used it. The situation with microwaves is they destroy the vitamin and nutrition content of your food. And also, if you put plastics in there, it will release chemicals from the plastics. A number of studies have been done. The microwave people will tell you that it's all fabulous. I don't know if you can see me here. I gotta turn this around. The microwave people will tell you that it's all very good, you know, there's no harm in it. But really what happens is if you put asparagus in there, it loses like 60% of its nutrients. If you put broccoli in there, it will lose like 90% of its nutrients, as opposed to just regular steaming the broccoli on the stove. If you put it on the stove and cook it on the stove, you will lose something like 10 to 15% for cooking it, as opposed to fresh. And you know that when you cook it, it kind of destroys the nutrition. But microwave in particular, because it's such high heat, really destroys quite a bit of the nutrition. And the other thing is, again, when you cook in plastics in it, it heats the plastics and it releases toxins from the plastics. So you really do not want to use these things. These are last resort for what you're going to be cooking. Does that mean we never use it? Yeah, it gets used occasionally for reheating, you know, a leftover, I suppose, getting it from refrigerator to lukewarm. But if this is something that's already been cooked now, already been baked or something like that, it's not going to be in plastic. So use that. I just want to, you know, ask you to use that sparingly, because you're going to lose a lot of nutrition after you went and bought your fabulous broccoli and your farm fresh eggs and your grass-fed cow. Don't put it in that thing and destroy all the goodness from it. So, oh yeah, and one more addition. I was thinking when I did my refrigerator tour, I didn't share some of the other stuff in here. I don't know if you can see this, but some of the other things we buy big quantities of it. I buy by the gallon olive oil, and then we just transfer it to older, smaller bottles. It's a coffee grinder that we use, not necessarily for coffee. We use it for flax seeds. It's a very cool tool for flax seeds. Another olive oil shaker. Stevia. I talked about buying giant quantities. That's a giant quantity of stevia. Here's some sunflower oil that I bought a long time ago. Then I learned that sunflower oil wasn't very good for you. So you can see the seal actually hasn't been broken. I haven't used it yet. Balsamic vinegar for making good oils. Grapeseed oil. And yeah, we say, you know, you don't want to eat corn, but yeah, occasionally for a snack. This is some organic, all-natural ruby red popcorn that we make, of course, in coconut oil, which is up here. Here's boat coconut oil. We have that actually comes in a spray version of that. And then up here, mass quantities of sea salt. So those are just some of the other things. I don't know if we got other stuff. Giant spices, you know, big quantities of spices, again, all big containers of spices, and our regularly appearing themes in the giant spice rack here, or rather I should say the smaller version of that. So, oh yeah, here's one more thing we don't use a lot of. See this guy here? That thing cooks up the evil wheat. So I don't use that very often as well. I've had that for quite some time. I don't know, it gets used a couple times a year. So that's a tour of what goes on in Dr. Barrett's household and how we shop again. So this is another of your Maximize Living 20 and 30 tips. So this is Dr. Barrett for Maximize Living. Have an awesome day.